It's a person. We've been we're run by a bunch of people with personality disorders.
I want to say socialists, not socialists. What are
sociopaths?
Sociopaths. That's another disorder. Right. But
yeah. So you can get on your show and be authoritarian all you want, but you got a personality disorder.
Well, see, there's something about humankind that I've noticed.
And so what I'm going back to is the fact that they feel like they can call in and tell you
what's appropriate
for you, because that's authoritarian personality.
Right.
That's the big daddy coming in.
Well, they really can't.
Pointing the
they really
finger.
can't tell me what is appropriate for me to say, but they can tell me what they think is appropriate for me to say. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, I don't know how we're going to make up in the world for this debacle. I
don't either.
I don't know how we're going to do it.
No. For what has happened is that everything that America has fought for politically on the international stage for the last 50 years has been undone with one single
fell swoop of
one single presidency. What I call them regime. What do they call the the
Well, it's also been called a dynasty.
Yeah,
the Bush dynasty.
But
monarchy.
But one single presidency has undermined all of the political gains that people have fought for the last 50 years.
And that's why my heart feels really broken over hanging out flags on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Because it's come to this.
Right. And we saw it start to try to happen with Vietnam, and the people actually stood up and stopped it. Now it took a long time, as I remember it. To me, I was younger then, but it seemed like it took a long time to get Vietnam stopped, but it finally stopped. This one seems more and more that we have open avenues. I mean, the Democrats have just taken over the House and the Senate. We should be shutting this thing down tomorrow. But no, they gave the president not a blank check, but $120 billion with no cutoff date. And that means this check is $120 billion. Use that up and we'll give you another one. I mean, come on.
Seems like policy that started back many, many, many years ago has led to this, and it's been on the wrong path for many years.
It has.
And now I think it's the pigeons coming home to roost. I mean, there's always consequences if you support evil regimes, or if you support countries and need their product, like we need the oil from the Middle East, when those governments are very, very repressive. And for anyone to do actual labor with their hands is considered very demeaning. So everybody sits around and gets their oil revenues, or they have some sheep or something. But for us to have been supporting that all the years, this is almost like a karma.
Yeah. Now, as you know, a lot of people in this area of the country have been concerned about things like sustainability for a long time, and have been wanting to develop engines that don't use petroleum. And
if we can put a man on the moon, why can't we figure out a way to run engines without Middle Eastern despot oil?
Okay. What he said? Who was that?
What?
Say it again. It sounded like Jonathan, was it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, he said that the moon landing was a fake.
Oh.
Okay. See, I don't buy that either. But
that we landed on the moon, or that it's a fake?
That it's a fake. I don't buy that it's a fake. I believe.
Yeah, but if we were able to do that, why can't we put some smart heads together and come up with an alternative?
Well, look at this. Who was the president when that project was started.
The moon?
Mhm.
Kennedy? Or Eisenhower?
Kennedy. It was.
Well,
I think it was.
really started with the Eisenhower because I was very young then, and I remember seeing
Sputnik went up during Eisenhower.
Seeing that go up during Eisenhower.
But Eisenhower.
Before the Kennedy.
I don't think Eisenhower said
came
we
in.
will put a man on the moon. I think though that Kennedy said we will put a man on the moon.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Now.
And they said that we're going to do this. We're going to put a man on the moon.
Yeah, and we did.
And we did, right? But then the people who run things now, they're not interested in putting a man on the moon.
Well, why do we need men on the moon now? Why can't we take
Well,
that
they're not
those
interested. They're not
brains
interested
over in
in-
Huntsville and have them figure out a better way for us to get around and stop using that fuel from the Middle East.
Right.
And stop
Exactly.
paying those terrorists.
Exactly. They're not interested in stopping the oil either. Look at this. He left the chocolate. Anyway, like we don't have enough between this and the chocolate. The Kennedy administration, as I understand, just before Kennedy's death, that he had made the comment that in his first term that he had to deal with international relations, and that in his second term he was going to turn his attention to the situation at home. And several of his plans that got out that people knew about were that he was going to try to make a dent in poverty and things like that,
Which Johnson did go on to try to do some stuff about
yes,
that.
but the Johnson went on with a lot of the programs that had been put forth by Kennedy, but he messed them all up. They were all done through his political machine, and he was sort of part of that grubby machine. You know what I mean? Lots of kickbacks and stuff, and not really successful programs. A lot of graft and stuff. You know
Have
what
you
I'm
ever
saying?
heard any of the Johnson tapes? You know, for
Maybe
years
so.
people would say Johnson was such a brilliant politician.
Mm-hmm.
Have you've heard that?
Well, yeah, but he talks like
An old country bumpkin dude.
a dirty Southern governor or something doing
Or boss hog.
doing dirty deals in the back room. That's what he.
Okay, well, he's often referred to as being a brilliant politician.
Okay.
At least back in my days when I was hooked on C-SPAN. I've been through through a C-SPAN addiction. Now I'm off of it. They talked about Johnson a lot, and then they played some of the tapes, Johnson's tapes, and then you really got to see or hear, because I never understood. Well, why was he considered a brilliant politician? Why? Because I remember him from the presidency, and I didn't grasp the significance of Johnson at the time. So through the years, people would comment that he was just such a brilliant politician. Well, if you listen to those tapes, you hear how come he was such a good politician, because when he got people on the phone on one-on-one, oh my God, he could work you. He could.
How, putting the fear of God in them?
No.
Or he could just work them as.
He just work them with that oily, kind of oily charm, and then, but there would also be, well, I did this for you back then, so you just kind of owe me a little bit here and you owe me there. Like, there was a phone conversation with him and Talbot or Long, one of the big Georgia politicians, and it just showed how he got him for his vote to go his way. Hi.
What have we here?
Hi.
Oh, do we need to bring out the scale? Well, give us a minute.
So anyway, that is how I found out why he was considered the brilliant politician that he was, because he could get you in a corner, and he could get you to do what he wanted, and you didn't want to do it,
But
he
everybody
made you do
did it. Everybody did it,
He
didn't
could
they?
make you do it.
Howdy.
Hello.
Oh, I'm not going to offer.
Oh, that's that dude again from Hollywood.
I'm not.
That's actually a guy that's.
You're looking. You're
I
looking.
think.
You're looking skinny. Here.
I'm looking gaunt right now. I'm injured. That's a beautiful microphone.
You're injured.
And he handmade it.
From yesterday. I injured myself, and I think it's because the hunger strike has broke me down a little bit.
How did you injure you? What's
I
your
carried
injury?
I don't know if it's a ream of paper. It's the
box of paper.
Box of paper, and I twisted and
A case of reams.
a case of paper. And when I turned sideways with it, I felt it and loss of breath, and I just came from the masseuse because it has hurt me. Ever
You can't
since.
swing a cat in Asheville without hitting one, you know.
Well, I wouldn't attempt to swing a cat right now. That would be a tough motion. So.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
to make a joke.
can't swing a cat without
I want
hitting
to
a
see
cat.
this here real quick. Looks like the Pirate Shack, Myrtle Beach. Okay, I was wondering if you were
Well, see,
doing
I'm
something
noticing
for
that
the
you've been
movie
to the
or so.
varsity in Atlanta.
I
see.
have. Okay.
Oh, I've been to the varsity in Atlanta.
Oh, we all
Yeah,
three have been there. Were we ever there together?
I'll tell you, I had a different project. Yeah, I see that. Okay, I
It's
don't get it, but
It's Anarchy TV.
yeah, okay.
See, it's a
It's
little
got the-
it's a little
got little
TV
antennas
tower.
up there.
That's a little
Stuff.
TV
Yeah,
tower.
it looks good, but that's actually what I thought it was. Yeah, the varsity, very impressive. I'm a fast food guy normally, so this fasting has just killed me.
Why are you fasting?
Out of protest.
For?
Well, I think you had a chance to meet, you had mentioned the gentleman from Hollywood that's doing a show, and I'm integral part of being involved in it. And I can't. I wished I could. It's a water fast only. I'm day 8 on the fast, and what's happened?
You need a dry erase marker for that instead of that Sharpie.
Well,
If
can't you
Well,
be
I'm not
doing
that
some
smart, but
whey protein or something?
no.
I don't think it's good for you to fast.
Well, obviously my body's breaking down. So
There may
it's
be
probably-
some dry erase markers over there associated with that.
If we can do it, you're looking good. Did you get a haircut? No.
He shaved
Maybe
for the
that's
show.
it. I didn't
He
see.
shaved.
I've lost
He's
all my
fresh and
energy.
shaven.
I don't know if I can't see it there.
Well,
but
I'm surprised you've been
I've-
growing hair to shave if you're not eating.
Well,
Men
I'm
need to
just-
eat, you know, it wussifies you to not eat.
Yeah. Well, that's so far now today.
You don't want that happening, do you?
What's that?
Getting wussified.
Wussified. No, I'm feeling wussified right now because.
You look a little
Yeah,
wussified.
that's well, like I said, this I've never not ate for more than a day, and so it's day
So
8
tell
now.
us why you're not eating.
Well, what happened? This project, it's like the cap says, it's realitytvprogram.com. It's
Wow,
We
when
have
you
it
take
right
that
there,
hat
that
off, you
thing.
look like this cop that was here a few weeks ago. Never mind.
Oh, goodness, don't do that to me. It hurts. Anyway, see, I've lost my mind. I can't even remember the name now. Reality TV, that's why I have it on the cap. realitytvprogram.com.
There's a thing right up there with it on there.
That's
Yeah.
there. Well, there we go.
Yes,
So
we
you
keep
can
advertising
check
that.
the website, realitytvprogram.com, right there. It is going to be something to change someone's life here in Buncombe County. Taking 5 homeless people from the city of Asheville and throughout Buncombe, put them in a contest. One of them's going to win a total prize package of over $10,000. They're going to have 3 months with an intense life coach. They're going to have a house that'll be set up for them, furnished, transportation, purchase of a car. So it's something that nobody's done anything like it on local TV. Also, the public, you in Asheville and Buncombe County, you're going to vote. You're going to determine the 5 people, and web voting. But the problem is there's a big group in Asheville, very powerful group that is basically tried to stop this.
Do they have a name?
And my attorney has said I should not give them free publicity over it. So,
Yes. If you can give us the names of any of those individuals, we can have them taken care of.
well, I guess with the Anarchy TV, maybe you have some connections, I guess. But I'm trying to do it the proper way through the courts. We're trying to get an injunction, which we're going to be filing next week, but that'll still be Greg Johnson, my attorney for Mars Hill, tells me probably 30 days till it's set on calendar. So I hope I don't have to go over a month, because this day 8, like I said, my body is wearing down. But if that's what it takes as protest, I said from day one, no food, fast. I am drinking water. I've been told I have to do that, or I could be in big trouble. So, but we had a weigh-in scale. We were here last Thursday. I weighed the hunger strike. I was 221.5 pounds, and I don't know. I brought it in. It's been locked up. John, you've had it, correct? It's not left your possession. I haven't had it. So I guess if it's okay with
Are you ready?
Well, I'm going to be as ready as ever, because I'm telling you, I am feeling the pain. So hopefully we can. But
So
I did talk to a doctor.
What is their protest against you doing the show? What's their gist?
It's ironic. I don't know. To me, it's ironic. Here, you're trying to help someone better themselves, and they tend to think that a contest of 5 homeless is just something that shouldn't be done.
That you're exploiting. They are exploiting the homeless.
Exploitation.
And I wanted
like bum fights.
Yeah, which
and see, and I wanted to do Shock-a-Bum, and nobody protested
Right.
Shock-a-Bum.
No, that's in fact that's the big thing, the skateboarding over the So that's why I thought I was home clear with this idea. So
Get this out of the way.
and in fact, I heard that. Now, have you worked on that project at all, or because
Shock-a-Bum. Right now
tourist seasons.
Yeah, we're right now we're looking for investors. We're taking investors in Shock-a-Bum. You don't want to start out anything without a proper financial basis.
That's why this project is backed and it's financed, and so I'm going to outlast them. I'll put the money out. I don't care about that. The money's there. But in the meantime, to bring awareness, I'm going on the hunger strike, and like I said, they're probably. I'm sure they're watching today, because they've been sent information that if something should happen to me in this hunger strike, we will sue them. Big. So my estate.
You're going to sue them if you kill yourself with a hunger strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because I'm going through with this no matter what.
Okay. Anyway.
So.
Well, I admire your stick-to-itness.
Well, I'm gonna do it, so it's just a matter of.
Everybody should be willing to stand up for what they believe in.
Well, I don't even know if I believe in it, but I'm taking a stand. So.
Okay.
It's Star Day, I see. 2 stars on your cheek, a star here.
That's because I come here and support this show a lot.
Well.
I got 2 stars.
Okay. Well, that's there's a Starberry. He has some cheap shoes over at Dave & Barry's for $14.88 or $95. Pretty good deal. I don't wear them, but a little plug commercial for a basketball line. I think it's Marbury. Okay, here it is. I honestly,
You haven't the power to pick up the.
It is.
Oh, you've
some
hurt
people
your
might think,
back.
yeah, some people might think I'm faking here, but
Right.
it just,
Well, do you need some help?
I bet he'll get it.
Oh.
Take it easy. If it becomes too much,
Well, once it's on the table, there.
call for help. You can't get up on that table to wait.
No, I'm gonna get over there, I think. But,
Now let me now if it gets to be too much, we'll call Jonathan.
well, see, now he's mocking me, so that's really nice, Woo. Okay, so.
Nice case.
Okay, let's see. Well,
Right.
I don't know if I should look into the camera.
You should look into
Go
the camera.
ahead.
Okay,
You should back up a little bit,
okay.
right there.
Yeah,
And
pretty
that's
dramatic. Now,
right.
John, last time you observed this, I think. So-
She'll
well,
observe it
here,
this time.
okay, just as long as we have like an observer, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So,
Right.
now, the doctor says I was 221.5 last Thursday. Doctors told me a typical hunger fast type thing, I should expect to lose a half a pound a day. So 8 days, half a pound, 4 pounds. I'm looking at 17 and a half.
217.
So we'll see. I don't know. But number 2 there. That's here. I'll take the hat off real quick.
All right, take the lead out of your pockets.
Yeah, right. Okay. Hold on just a second. Oh my God.
208.
That's worse than I thought.
208.
Oh my God. 6.5. You see the 6.5 pounds it says? Well, that was from the last recorded low. But so 208.
That's
All right.
14 pounds.
Wow.
Look around the
14
dry
pounds.
erase board
Wow.
there and see if you see a pen you can write on that with if you like.
Oh my God.
And you've
That's
13 pounds.
that scares me now.
look on the back of that dry erase board. See if
Okay,
there's a.
okay, just a second.
Okay.
Gotta move slowly like how you
Okay.
normally go.
Mhm.
You know, I'm on John's speed right now.
Right. I know. I'm on John's speed too.
Woo.
I move fast sometimes, not too fast.
Oh my goodness.
Not very fast.
208, that scares me a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah. It's 221.5, 208.
In how much time?
A week.
1 week?
Yeah, 8 days. I mean, last Thursday, this is Thursday.
Yeah, but you
so-
didn't bring the lead in your pockets.
Stop the nonsense.
Okay.
You know?
See, now he's irritable because he's hungry.
I know.
Well-
Did you catch that?
That's right. We better tread very softly here.
Yeah, well,
You're with a couple
Well,
very
well,
irritable
well,
people too.
well,
So
when I'm at like
we-
198 next week, and then it'll be because you didn't have the lead today this week or
I'm
something.
just joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
You know that my listeners know I would be joking.
Well, I
he
hope
jokes
so.
a lot.
But this is life or death matters, so you know I would hope that. Okay. So,
What's the significance of the handcuffs?
well, I handcuffed it in so nobody could tamper when I first brought it last week. So that way, I think John can lock it up and, in the back, and nobody can get to the scale. So that's. Yeah. Now I'm curious if the injury was caused from me just being.
Well, maybe you can sue about that.
Well, that'd be URTV. They have no money.
It was the paper. It was the case of paper.
Well, they might have deep pockets. Oh boy.
No, they don't. They don't have any
Well,
pockets
no,
at all.
no. The paper company.
Oh,
It
okay.
could be. Oh. boy.
URTV does not have any deep pockets.
No, they don't. That's what I'm saying. That
What have you taken
I'm
any?
out of luck on that.
Have you taken some Tylenol for it?
Yesterday, last night, I had 2 Motrin.
Okay.
They weren't Motrin.
Motrin's for
Ibuprofen?
women.
Yeah, it was ibuprofen. It was.
Ibuprofen.
Hold on just a sec. Wasn't Tylenol? No, it wasn't ibuprofen. It's like Advil. What's the other Advil, Motrin? Wasn't
I'm
mine.
not a big.
Yeah, I heard that. Thanks, John.
Aleve.
It wasn't Aleve.
Aleve.
Maybe it was
It
Motrin.
might have been Aleve.
It was no, it was actually Motrin.
No, Motrin is for female cramps.
Well, that's what I was feeling like, so I think that's why I took that, because it feels like cramping in the back pretty bad. Oh boy.
My sister used to go through boxes and boxes and boxes of those.
Well,
Motrin.
so far this thing now is cost me an attorney. He's billed me out for 5.5 hours, and now a 1 hour masseuse, and I have a medical checkup that is scheduled, and luckily got free consultation on the other stuff. But now, unfortunately, I think I might have psychiatrists involved because I'm very worried about the 208. That scares me. So, that I never in my wildest I don't know. That definitely doesn't seem healthy. But anyway, we'll move on. So sorry to put a downer on the show, but
Well, you didn't hear the first part of the show today.
no, I
did you?
didn't. I was at the masseuse.
Can't
Are we recapping it or
can't swing a cat
can't swing a cat?
without hitting a masseuse. I'm going to eat this chai. Do you want this?
Yeah, please get it off the
No.
table. Because, oh, ouch. I'm just.
I think
I'm
you
telling
need
you,
to take
I've
some
really-
codeine. You need some
I've
real.
never had any
You need some
narcotics
real
or anything
drugs.
like that.
Some good old codeine. will do
Man,
it.
I like to never got in here. Here, I sent you. I printed you out the.
I like that shirt.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I used to love Mr. Wizard. That's where I
Yeah.
learned all
And
my
you brought
stuff.
tapes for tonight.
I did. I brought the opening and the tape.
Awesome.
Sure did.
Okay.
So, what were you going to say about the beginning of the show?
Can't swing a cat in Nashville.
I like to never got in here.
You didn't see the beginning of, I like Mr. Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a boatload of protesters out front,
No, there's not.
and there's a bunch of cows out front too.
There,
There's a bunch of cows looking at hats.
well,
You
there
did
was
watch
there was a lot of traffic out there. There could have
There
been.
was a lot of traffic.
I'm telling you, a lot of traffic. So they.
Is this mic
But,
on?
have we
Is this
started?
mic on?
Have we started up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
is this mic on?
Yeah, it's the mic on.
Oh, okay.
It's not, as a matter of fact.
Oh my goodness.
Talk,
Test
talk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2,
It was
1.
sharp.
You're on now.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh
1
my
test.
God.
Yeah. What was sharp?
You are on.
No,
You're sharp.
You need,
and the
you
sharp
need some
pain.
medication to get you through this. You're
There
in
you go.
serious pain.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I said, anybody that knows me, I mean, I have such
You're
a high
miss-
tolerance.
you're in agony. You need
I
help.
went 9 years without missing a day of school, perfect attendance. So I mean, that's I
Still
don't.
haven't eaten yet.
No, I don't get 208.
You're 208 now.
208
From
in
two-
8 days.
from
The doctor said I should lose
221?
half a pound. That's like 4 pounds a day. I'm like, I said it's concerned me now. So, and
But
I'm
you're getting plenty of fluid, right?
water. Yeah,
Water.
drinking a lot of water.
A lot of
Ooh,
water.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but I.
Are you
pinched
taking
my-
some supplements like vitamins and
No.
minerals and things?
No, just water. I figured that'd be cheating.
No, that's not cheating.
Sure it is. Just
Well,
water.
that might be your salts, your
I cheated with the
electrolytes.
two.
Your
Motrin.
electrolytes might be messed up.
And
That
you-
might be
and
the
you can go
pain.
crazy. You can go crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I might have another hour at the psychiatrist or more here now because this scares me. Being 208 after 221 and a half in 8 days. That's not fun. But anyway, I didn't want to bring the tea party down. I just wanted to
Well,
let you know that the homeless project will go on, but it's as long as we finish and get this.
Is it settled yet?
No, that's,
So you're still on hunger
no,
strike then?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, we're still going. Yeah.
See, I had to miss part of the show
Okay.
because I had to come up here.
Got you. Well,
Are you,
yeah. There's,
how are you, Randy?
I'm doing great.
yeah, he looks good.
Did you bring us any magic tricks?
Oh shoot!
No.
You did tell me to bring some magic tricks.
Well,
didn't you?
I didn't know if you did.
I totally
Okay.
forgot.
Okay.
I totally forgot.
Well, I'm very.
I'm here, isn't that magic?
Yeah,
I'd
you
love
know
to
I'm
s-
tickled with that, don't you?
Yeah.
are you taking the sound?
I'd love to see
sound
'em.
for video. thing?
I didn't. It snuck right up on me, and I didn't even realize it. So no, I'm not going to be taking it. It starts this Saturday. I heard it earlier on the show. It starts
Well, I
after
hear.
How
tomorrow.
many students do we have?
So it snuck right
Two.
up on me. And
Last time.
and I should be taking it, but now I can't because I'm already doing something. So
I'll be at Carowinds, the plug for them this weekend.
Carowinds. You'll be
Yeah.
at Carowinds with
I-
your back.
With my back.
What-
I was hoping, this is,
What is
I
some
love
kind of-
roller coasters too.
I was gonna say,
but
what
I'll-
is some
I'll
kind of big
tough it out.
ride? What is some big ride they have at Carowinds
They have
that you're gonna be
a few of
riding
them,
with
and
your
I'll
back?
be doing them
It might
because
fix your
my-
back.
Well,
Yeah.
it could snap it back in the other way.
oh, so you pulled your back out now too? Huh?
That was yesterday. Yeah, I brought in paper, and I came in to see the show and stuff.
And that's when it happened.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's like when I was coming around
What?
where you were and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I had been in pain. It was about an hour before that. So
I'll show you. I'll show you some yoga trick or two when it's over to fix your back.
I don't know if I'll last.
Yeah, you
I sure wish
will.
they would unlock that when we do our show, because I
I
can
know.
sit back in there and we could set the two cameras
Yeah, that's
there.
how you were.
I
You
know.
just claustrophobic.
I
And
know.
they just won't do it. They could
What do you
trust
mean
me.
they
I
won't
would,
do
I
it?
would guard it with my
I-
life.
You probably didn't
I
ask
feel
anybody
that,
to open
I
it.
feel that is probably true. You see what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But
Well, I understand though that you got this thing. If you do it for one member, you got to do it for all.
well,
members.
I get it, don't I? You know.
Well, that's
but
true.
but what it is I got to doing it sort of before they made up the rule, and I got grandfathered in a bit on it. But yeah, I like doing it that way. But now y'all do have the option of using a lens, a wide angle
Yeah.
lens on the little camera. Of course, I have the option of going with the bigger cameras with the wide angle lens. I guess we all have options anyway.
Well,
So
they won't let him do that.
that's right.
Oh, well.
They're not.
They lock the
They're
door.
not.
I
I'm not.
might be on a second hunger strike.
I'm not
after
supposed
this
to.
first one's
I'm not
over
supposed to
because-
allow anybody to go back in there.
Well, you should have seen how this guy was. I mean,
Oh, he's excellent.
but I mean, he was all cramped up.
Oh, I
with
know.
Two boys, and I mean, I felt bad.
I know.
I don't mind it. I just wish we'd get some better shots. But that's okay because I like doing it in here versus the big studio. I just like this for some reason, and then of course having our time frame is the way it is right now anyway conflicts with AGR and the
You can always do it in the bathroom.
Yeah.
We I did a show from the bathroom.
yeah we could
I
put
think-
Dawn on the toilet.
Was that the first show you saw?
No, but I seen that show, but it wasn't the first. But it might have been the first on the Anarchy TV. I don't know, but I can't remember. But we could always take it outside too.
That's right.
Yeah, we need to experiment with that as well. So
Just toss the camera right out the window.
just
Well,
toss the camera right
the
on.
sound would be the question there. Somebody.
Well, I understand that there's little plugs all over this building, so you
That's
just
right.
find one close to the door and just run it right straight out the door.
Ah,
You don't lose any quality at all.
I feel like I have Tourette's now.
Did the masseuse help you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
So you were worse a couple of hours ago.
Yeah. That's yeah. But I mean, it still didn't get. Let's see. Let's say 100% satisfaction. I got probably 30%. But hello there. So,
Who'd you see?
Mr. Don Melton.
Well,
Hi
I
there.
think your electrolytes are messed up, and that's causing your extreme pain.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know. Might be more in the cramping and stuff. I don't know. But
It's potentiating
yeah, it's
the issue.
right in there. Yeah, because like I said, usually I'd kick back or I just don't get hurt. But never. I broke a nose one time from a.
Did y'all
baseball.
come in as a response to my
Anarchist screed.
my
I don't know.
My-
I came in
my
because I
I-
always come in this
my
time.
idea of putting George Bush's head on a stick? Did y'all hear the head on a stick thing?
I heard you with a deck of cards, and then I heard Richard
Uh-huh.
call in. I missed the part in between. I heard Richard's comments,
Uh-huh.
and I wasn't quite sure what you had said. So, what exactly did you say?
Well, let's repeat it.
Okay, I said that
You ruffled some feathers, I think.
yeah. I said that the only way to open dialogue with the Iraqis, the first step should be to have a parade through downtown Baghdad, which would be led with the head of George Bush on a stick, and a sign hanging down below that said that we sincerely apologize. And that should be followed by the head of Cheney, and then the whole thing should be followed up by the heads of all the people on the deck of 50. And I guess I'd the Bush deck, and then I think I'd follow that up with the
Democratic deck.
the Senate. I think I'd follow that up with the heads of the Senate.
I guess you better put your sign back up. Truth in advertising here.
And that after that parade, perhaps dialogue could be opened. But I don't believe that there's anything short of that would make any of those people take us seriously for the next
I think I know something that'll make them take it seriously.
some 100 years.
Yeah, real force.
Well, I'm not.
What would that be? Carpet bombing?
Nuke them till they glow in the dark.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess I don't know. That seems pretty harsh. I mean, I don't know if we should say
Seems
that.
pretty harsh.
If we
Pretty
should say our
harsh.
president's head should be on a stick or not.
Have you seen?
But
If you'd seen the photographs of the guys loading their dead children onto a cart, and the pain in their eyes,
And how they're not going to forget.
there was no excuse for it. There was absolutely no. There was
Well,
no
unfortunately, in war,
stretch.
Did I
and
miss
when war
something
times
there?
though, that's what happens. Unfortunately, and
Oh yeah, so let's just call a war and we can just go do those kind of things. Yeah,
well,
Are you?
I don't know.
let's do it.
I don't know that.
Let's have a.
Well, my argument was that we went into this without any obeying any of the rules of going into war. It's like
It was a preemptive war.
it's like what you learn at the War College of ways to go into war or how you go into war with good strategy. Absolutely none of them were followed.
There's only one good strategy in war.
This is good.
Is it good?
There's
What is it?
quite a few good
Yes.
strategies
No,
in
there's
war.
only one good
Number one,
strategy that's in here.
well,
Now
that's
I've
your
already touched that.
opinion.
That's my
opinion
That's right.
is,
But I'd win the war too.
well, maybe
These are
I
good.
would win the war. I don't go into a war that cannot be won.
Well,
Every war is
Number
winnable.
two, I don't go
if you're
into
willing to
a
pay the
war.
price.
Don't go into a
That's
war
right, bottom line.
Bottom line, every war is winnable if you're willing to pay the price.
without a
My
huge
thoughts on that.
majority on your side.
my thoughts on that is that perhaps,
Don't
and
go.
these are pretty strong thoughts.
Well, see,
that perhaps we should.
That's what
you
she
don't
just
need
said.
the majority on
She
your
wouldn't
side
go to war,
to
and this
win
is a
the
huge
war.
majority on her
But-
side. Well, guess what? If
but
she
you-
didn't
You
go
have
to
to
war,
have the world with
if
you.
she didn't go to
Well,
war because there wasn't a
You
huge
have to
majority
have
on the
the
side,
moral
America
fight.
wouldn't exist, folks. Only
You
about
wouldn't have-
5%.
you wouldn't-
Only about 5%
Look,
was
you
willing
can-
to fight
you
for
can
America.
Talk to me all you want to.
Now,
You
talk about
have to
talk.
have.
The more you talk, the more you defeat yourself.
That's your opinion.
Hey, opinions are like what we said on. Everybody stinks once in a while, and I think somebody's some smelling right now.
That's your opinion.
I'm gonna do the whole cookie thing that's on that commercial.
See,
Oh,
the whole thing though, how what
They're
happened,
good, aren't they?
obviously, I'll give you part of the
Well,
strategy was
don't wanna
flawed.
talk right now.
Because obviously they've
You
had
give me
to,
front,
they've
the
had to,
strategy was flawed.
because they've had to change midway of, okay, it's this, now
So,
it's not
okay,
this,
well,
it's
you don't
this.
waste the
Oh,
lives of
well,
all those people by
but now
going
it's
in
like,
there with a
oh, okay,
flawed
we're actually
strategy.
trying to help everybody and we're gonna build, well, you don't need to.
You don't
know,
build a
if-
coalition.
Yeah, you don't, if
You
you're
don't
gonna
build
go
a
in and say, hey, we
But
have
you do
our
not
interests.
go in with a
then-
flawed strategy.
You
But-
don't build a coalition with somebody that's sworn to kill you.
Yeah, it's about, okay, US interests.
The best thing you can do is go in there with the force to win the war. To win the war is hell. You're going to kill women,
You're
children,
drinking the
anything else.
Kool-Aid.
Hey, I don't drink the Kool-Aid, but I'm not going to follow somebody that has a philosophy that says, well, we got to have everybody against us because if you are everybody with us. Because if you got to have everybody with you, you won't do anything.
You have
You
to
will
have,
never do anything.
You have to have a moral superiority on your side to have the world be with you.
What is moral about having rape rooms? Which he did have. What is moral about lining up people and gunning them down?
The Japanese had that too, but we've certainly helped them out.
What's moral about that? Now,
Well, I suppose
two
we
wrongs
could
don't
go
make a
try
right.
to
Two wrongs
defeat.
don't make a
I
right.
suppose we could go try to defeat every country that has all of these terrible things. But I don't think
the whole
that's
thing,
our
it's
position.
not about that.
It's
So-
not
Well,
about that.
well,
It is
I
not
agree
about
there, we're
that.
not the world
Excuses,
police, but-
yeah,
We're
it's
not the
like-
world police.
But it goes back to the U.S. interest. I mean, if we truly
That's what we
felt-
were talking about
Yeah,
before.
and-
Goes
and
back
that-
to
it was-
soil.
Somebody
Because
said
the whole
we
premise
wouldn't
was-
be in there if they
Grew
raised
turnips, I said
turnips.
last week.
Yes.
We wouldn't be in there if they were growing turnips.
Growing after turnips.
Well, did Afghanistan
Well, going back to the
grow
president
turnips?
thing,
And
like it or hate it,
We're investing all why
and
they
we
get
wouldn't
it.
I
have
think
the
not say we put his head on a stick. I mean, whether you like somebody or
because it
hate
was a
them,
flawed idea in the
maybe
first
we
place.
shouldn't say that. You know,
I don't buy
but-
the oil argument
that-
either. But
I don't know about the oil argument. It's not for the oil. If it was, why ain't we getting it?
Yeah, that's.
Because it was a
Well,
flawed
listen,
idea.
now, so am I to understand that you don't think that we should say that we should put the president's head on a stick?
Well, I don't think so because I think.
All right, well,
like
then
it
let
or
me
hate him,
suggest
we
don't
should
say it.
respect
Then
Well,
don't-
I wouldn't.
then don't.
I wouldn't. I'm just saying.
we can respect the
like
office. We absolutely respect the office, and that's what's so heartbreaking about the whole thing.
Well,
We do
respecting
respect the office.
We don't have to
How do you
disagree with
respect the
people.
office if you
Whoa,
say
whoa,
different
whoa,
we can
things?
disagree
If you
with
Because
that.
just a normal person,
Don't back out of it.
it's supposed to be
Stick to
an
your guns.
office that the people put in there. So
But don't back out of it. He said it. That's his opinion. That's fine. Remember what I said about opinions?
Okay, well,
At one time or other, they all stink.
once again, I mean, you need to look at the Senate and the Congress and stuff. If
Oh,
you
yes,
feel,
absolutely.
if you feel as far as like the support and the, once again, they had to approve all the monies. So
Yes, they did. If they
Yeah.
if they really
if the
thought
money
we
if the
shouldn't
money
be in
wasn't
there,
there, we
if
couldn't
they thought we
continue.
shouldn't be in there, why didn't they just
So.
cut off the funding? But it's more important to get elected because they wanted to appease everybody. They wanted to make everybody happy. They wanted to appeal to the masses, which is what she's advising we do.
no, they want the power, and I'm not advising that. Don't put words in my mouth.
But-
Well, you said you got to have everybody for you, so if you got everybody for you, I got to please
did not
him.
say that.
I got to please
I
him.
did
I
not
got to
say
please him. I
that.
got to
Right.
please you.
But power
That
has
is not
actually
what I
probably
said.
made the situation, us, the U.S., less powerful because it's taken
exactly.
Iraq, who counterbalanced
You know what power is
Exactly.
today?
So yeah,
That stuff right there. That's what power is today. Plain and simple. It's all about money. Every bit of it is. That's why they want the power. That's why they want to appease their electors so they can get elected. because they want to be up there, because then that way they get money.
How about Sudan?
Let's change the topic. Let's stay on topic. I like to stay on topic.
Well, in my opinion, and Don don't even know this about me, but in my opinion, we shouldn't even be in Iraq in a war to begin with. That's
Should have
my
never
opinion.
been there.
That's my opinion.
That's
And the
why-
reason is because Iraq, I don't care, they can say all the intelligence they want to about information that they had. Iraq was not a threat, has never been a threat to America or the rest of the world at that particular time that
Yes,
we went
it
to war.
wasn't even
And
even
what
one
we
of the
did
extremists.
was by going to war with them is almost like somebody coming on my street and standing in the street and just standing there threatening me. Now, do I go out in the street and shoot them? No, I have to wait till they come in my house to shoot them.
Mhm.
Well, now we don't want to wait on Iraq to come in our yard. I agree with that. But at the same time, until they're a real threat, we shouldn't be in war with them. Now,
Or
you know,
if we're going to be in war, we should have won it.
well, yeah, I mean,
We
now
should
it's
have
just
total
going into a
commitment to
policing
win it.
thing. You know, I've got to admit something here. I mean, you know, again, like him or hate him, Saddam Hussein at least had his country under control.
He sure did. He
How
sure
did he do it?
did.
And now it's
How did he do it? He
Rules
did
and-
it by carrying people down the street.
I
Down the street
understand that.
with
I
a head
understand
on
that. But
the
we're
street.
not the world police. We
And
can't
so
go
that's
around
how he
policing
did
the
it.
world.
And it worked.
So had we took his head and put it on the stick and walked down the street with him,
What's it
we'd have
say?
probably controlled him.
That my battery's
I think your batteries.
You know, so
You have batteries in this one too, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
that's kind of my thought on it, is that we should never be there to begin with. But we're there
Yes,
now,
John's.
and now we have to
Well,
stand behind our troops.
but
we may
I'm-
disagree with the president and disagree with the fact that we shouldn't have been there, but we've got to stand behind our troops because they need our
I
moral
agree that
support.
we
Well, let's stand behind our troops and give them all a one-way
That's a
ticket
given.
home.
Well, that
And-
may be the
and
way
get
to
out
do
of a
it,
place
you know?
we should have never
Because
been
even
in to
they're
start
starting
with.
to say that they want to come home.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we shouldn't have been there to start
so if we're
with.
gonna stand behind
So-
them, then we need to bring them home.
So if we shouldn't have been there
They're on the front
if we
line
shouldn't
and
have been
they
there to
see
start
that-
with, what's the logic of it's going to get better the longer we
it's
stay
not going to
there?
get better. It's
Yeah.
going to get worse
Yeah.
and worse and worse
Until
Right.
something happens.
until something happens, and they're either all dead.
Oh
or
no
they're
no
all
no
come
no!
home.
Next, they're going to want to pull the nuclear card. See, that's the whole thing. They're just waiting to play the nuclear card.
there's much
See, there was
more
no
that they can
nuclear
do.
card being played in that region.
We shouldn't have played it. Then
Right.
we shouldn't have played the nuclear card in World War II. Really shouldn't.
But now they're going to want to play the nuclear
Look
card.
at World War II. Why
Well,
we
that was a
played the
little
nuclear
different
card?
though, because they come over
What?
and blew us up.
No,
well,
no,
yeah,
no.
they started blowing
we
us
shouldn't
up.
do that. No, we shouldn't do that.
Well, no, if somebody attacks you, you got to attack. You got to counterattack.
Well,
But they
well,
wouldn't